Hey, welcome to Fit for a Piece. My name is Katrina.
And my name is Song. And today we're going to talk about makeup for performers on stage.
This is Erica, and she's a dancer and a makeup artist.
Hi, I'm Erica. So today we're going to talk about makeup for stage. And when you're on stage, you get washed out because of the amount of lights that are on you. So today we're going to show you some tips to make you look good when you're on stage. So Katrina here is going to be my model today. And the first thing we're going to do is she's going to put this headband on to get the hair out of her face. And then we're going to start off with skin. You can start with moisturizer or primer if you want, but today we're not going to. We're just going to start off with the foundation, which you can get at any makeup store. You have to just make sure that it matches your skin tone well. So usually any of the professionals there will just test it on the side of your face to make sure that it matches your skin tone. Sometimes for stage you may want to get a shade one darker than your actual skin tone. It's better not to test it on your hand just because your hand color may not be quite the same as your face, and you want to make sure that it looks good on your face, not your hand. To start, you're going to get a sponge brush. You can use any kind of shape, but for me I'm using the wedge kind. You can get them at any drugstore. So you just make sure that you put a little bit on the end of the brush, and you can rub it in a bit just so that it goes on more evenly. And all you're going to do is just make sure that every time you put a stroke on, you're going to brush upwards and make sure that it rubs in nicely so that there's no streaking lines. Okay, so you need to make sure that you don't leave a white line near the hairline or under the chin, because then you're going to see the line from stage.
Do you put it over the eyelids and lips as well?
You can, but for the eyelids, you can also use just like a loose powder so that the eyeshadow stays on better.
How thick do you have to make it?
You just want to make it so that it covers and makes your face all the same color. Nothing too thick, just because then it'll look like you have a lot of makeup on. The main effect that you want is just to have a nice even skin tone. So normally we would do the eyes next, but because we're just dealing with skin in this video, we're just going to do the blush next. So again, the blush ranges depending on the person's skin color, so you can ask for some help to pick the right color. So you're just going to get a bigger round blush brush. Make sure there's not too much on the brush. And then you're going to stroke upwards on an angle so that you get her cheekbone line.
How do you know exactly where to place it on the cheekbone?
Well, one easy way is if you ask them to make like a fish face, like this, you'll be able to see the cheekbone line easier, and then you just need to start from like the upper part of the cheekbone and just do a line from the top part down.
How long from back to front do you make it?
You usually start from like the center of the eye and then make sure that it goes all the way back to the hairline.
Do you only put blush on the cheeks?
Well, some people like to just put a little bit all over the rest of the face just so that it ties in a little bit better, but you don't want a lot anywhere else, no. You can put a little bit under the jawline or on the sides just to give a little bit of definition. So you can see how dark we made the blush. You wouldn't normally wear this much blush, but for stage it really defines your cheeks, so you need this much. So now to finish off the skin, we're just going to use like a loose powder, and you put it all over just lightly so that it ties in the rest of the blush and everything to the rest of the skin. You don't want to put too much, and it's just to finish off the skin area. This is also just so you don't get too much glare or shine from your face when you're on stage with the lights.
Can you use the same brush that you use for the blush?
Yeah, you just need to make sure that you don't have lots of blush left on the brush so that you don't get it all over the rest of your face. Okay, so another thing that some dancers or performers like to use is body glitter. It works especially nice when you have like a sparkly or rhinestone costume. You can just put it a little bit on like the shoulders and upper chest area.
Can you show us how to put on the glitter?
Yep, so you just make sure that there's not too much on the brush, and then you're just going to brush it evenly across. But just make sure that you don't put too much on, because you can always add more and you can't really take it off. So it's better to start off with not as much than to start off with too many.
So when the performance is over, what's the best way to take off the makeup?
You can just buy any kind of makeup remover, or makeup wipes are pretty simple. You can also use baby wipes depending on how sensitive the skin is, because baby wipes will be not as rough on the skin.
Thanks for the tips.
Check out our other makeup videos.
See you later.
Bye.